earlier.
Your theory is just putting the cart before the horse.
What is the best way to handle the
Well,
freezing?
your perspective is just tunnel visioning.
Your theory is just putting the cart before the horse.
Well, your perspective is just tunnel visioning.
What is the best way to handle the freezing here?
Your theory is just
Well,
putting the cart before
your
the horse.
perspective is just tunnel visioning. Well, your perspective is just tunnel
Your
visioning.
theory is just putting the cart before the horse.
What is the best way to handle the freezing here?
Well, your perspective is just tunnel
Your
visioning.
theory is just putting the cart before the horse.
What is the best way to handle the freezing here?
Well, your perspective is just tunnel visioning.
Your theory is just putting the cart before the horse.
Well, your perspective is just tunnel visioning.
Best way to handle the freezing here.
Your theory is just putting the cart before the horse.
Well, your perspective is just tunnel.
Hello, traveler. Have you ever heard of a moment of dreams?
Oh, that sounds like
I'm afraid not. It's the name of an event we started to hold regularly. Dreams have become quite the hot topic in Sumeru, and many people are excited to share the dreams they've seen at night. The same goes for me. The last time I dreamed was when I was but a little child, so I can't help but feel excited and nostalgic.
Oh, right. Everyone's...
Yes, we organized an event to give and thus our event, A Moment of Dreams, was born.
So, it's kind of like a fireside chat.
You could say that. We hear all sorts of wild...
Yeah, but to us, dreaming it... Wait, but if there are free drinks...
Oh, really? So you mean...
But no need to get so...
No. We need experienced participants like you to share your experiences. Please allow me to address you two as dream experts.
Oh, expert?
Now you seem interested. Please, follow me to the meeting place. It won't take much of your time. Rest assured, you'll find all the drinks and snacks you...
Wow. Sign us up. But wait, Paimon's getting ahead of herself again. Why aren't you saying anything? All right. Do you know what's the most important part of being an expert?
Well, I suppose it must be a...
Nope! It's all about the title. From now on, Paimon will be known as Paimon, the Dream Expert.
Oh, okay. Sorry to interrupt, everyone. We finally have some real dream experts joining us. Esteemed experts, this way, please.
They must be dream experts from another land.
Oh, I have a question. Me first.
No rush. Everyone, please line up and ask it.
Whoa. Paimon didn't expect them to be so enthusiastic.
My question is simple. My everyday life is very difficult, so I would like to become a slime in my dreams. How can I do that?
Oh, Paimon knows! Paimon's had this kind of dream before, so... The first time, Paimon became an animal slime. Paimon was shot by an event. The second time, Paimon became a dendro slime. A group of kids thought The third time, Paimon became a cryo slime. In the end, Paimon was captured by a chef and the fourth time, Paimon became a powerful geo slime and went to take revenge on the forest boar that used to bolt. But then the boar showed up with all of its relatives and Paimon lost again.
Wait, why did all of your dreams end so tragically?
Because slimes are monsters, even though they look cute, they usually cause trouble and end up getting killed by adventurers. Things don't tend to end well for monsters. Believe Paimon.
I suppose you're right. I just want to experience a different life. Maybe I...
Looks like being an expert is way easier. Next!
Oh, it's my turn. Esteemed expert, I want to know what posture I should sleep in so I can have the same dream as the one I had last night.
Well? Hey, you're supposed to be helping. First, why don't you tell Paimon about the dream you want to have again?
Oh, it's quite ordinary. I sat and chatted with my wife on a sunny day, listening to the breeze blowing through the valley.
Why don't you just find your wife and talk with her? There's no need to wait for a dream.
Well, unfortunately, she passed away.
Oh, sorry. Paimon shouldn't have assumed anything.
No, it's fine. I didn't make that clear.
Yeah, it's not really about posture. What you think about right before falling asleep is probably way more important.
Oh, Is that all?
Think about it.
You do have a point.
Oh, my turn, my turn. I want to bring the souvenir box to my room into my dream.
I dreamt of a raven flying.
Hey, no rush! One at a time! Their questions were way too difficult. We don't actually know anything more than they do. We're just more experienced dreamers, that's all. You do have a point. It's more rewarding to explore and contemplate the meaning of a question than to focus on the answer. Right now, these people are like wanderers who've starved for 3 days and 3 nights and are desperate to replenish their energy. Any explanation they get now is like pure sustenance to them, no matter how good the explanation really is. Oh, and now that Paimon has said that, you know who comes to mind? Bingo! If she was here, she'd probably be making some similar analogy. Unfortunately...
Dear experts, we have another guest who would like to consult.
But you...
Ah, but this guest is...
My question is, why didn't you immediately tell me about such an interesting place? Huh? Nahida? How did you get here? Interesting events like a moment of dreams don't happen every day after all. No matter how busy things are, I'd still set aside some time to... Anyway, oh, right! If there's anyone that understands you're not wrong. All right, they can ask me anything. Huh? What's wrong? You were all so excited a minute ago. Why the sudden hesitation? Even so, and in terms of reputation and renown, you've also done many great things in Sumeru. Yet they didn't even flinch at you. Alas, the interesting questions have all vanished in an instant. Oh, that's not true, Nahida. I don't want to get in the way of the original purpose of a moment of dreams. Now the atmosphere here is like water poured into a container. I just want it to be another drop in the water, not the cold and restrictive container. She's sulking. Hey! It's all right, everyone! No need to be shy.
All right. I'll give it a try.
Oh, it's the slime guy.
Hey, drop the nicknames, would you? Besides, I don't want to become a slime anymore. Maybe a finch or fish is more suitable for me.
I see. So you want to be...
I guess I just want to experience something different. The sky is right above me, and the ocean just over the horizon.
So you want to experience something new in your dreams? Sorry. I'm getting a little confused.
Because if I don't work, I won't have any mora. Sure, I don't want to be out hammering nails and cutting wood by the time this all dawned on me.
But if that's the case, then even if you became a flying bird or swimming fish, you will still be hammering nails and cutting wood in your dreams. The reason is you've already been caged. It doesn't matter what your physical body...
Really?
I don't...
Huh?
That's right.
Well, of course, come to think of...
You should replace it. A new sense of... You'll need to be...
Yes. I'll go and pick up...
That's our Nahida. Only you would know how to get right. Actually... Huh? I gave him that advice because I once saw a worker doing the same thing. After a moment, he'd start to smile. It really surprised me at the time. My guess is that the names on the handle were of important people to him. Is it because... Oh, Punch! Don't mind me, though. This is just my way of learning. Hey, don't... Thanks, you two. That makes me feel a lot better.
I already asked the experts my question earlier, but I wanted to hear the Dendro Archons. What should I do if I want to see my deceased wife in my dreams every night?
Longing for the deceased. Even if you keep reliving those beautiful memories, if your wife were still alive, she certainly wouldn't want to see you like this, would she?
No, I suppose not. I don't know. Maybe it's because I miss her too much. She even remembers each and every...
That's really amazing.
It's almost as if my wife has obtained a second life in my dreams.
Maybe all of this is rooted in your deep love. Were there any unresolved matters?
I don't know. I really felt like I was ready to move on.
Huh. But dreams are... It's not good.
Yes, and it's
I think I can handle things. Are you feeling any better now?
Yes. Now that I think about it, my wife and I always meet at a familiar place in my dreams. I know where that place exists, but at the same time, I feel as if I should go and have a look anyway. Otherwise, once I can stop... Actually, you two are adventurers, right? If it's okay with you.
Yeah, it might also be a good... Even if you can't see your wife there.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and get yourself ready then. Are you headed off to some interesting place without telling me again? Huh? Wait, aren't you supposed to be answering questions? I just finished. And they really... Anyway, it looks like...
Oh, there's no need to trouble...
No need to stand on ceremony. Besides, I wanted to use this opportunity to discuss with you some things that are puzzling me right now.
Huh. I didn't know the great Dendro Archon could...
It's always nice.
Do adventurers often go to places like this?
So, this is where you always meet your...
Yes, for the most part. When I saw her in my dream, I'd tell her about our daughter. She would also reminisce about... It feels like no matter how long we may chat.
Sometimes, it's the This is the part I'm very familiar with dreams, and normally, they lack logic and content, but you said she could remember what you had told her before.
That's right. She always listened to me carefully in real life. She always surprised...
Whoa, that's pretty... However, the problem is, for example, a loud noise, another example, but the appearance of your wife...
I don't understand it either. But I have no reason to suspect or reject these dreams. They're too beautiful.
But I still want to figure out the how and the why. Let's go.
Propagate! Here!
Need a hand?
Scatter!
Well, he really wasn't kidding. This place definitely isn't safe. No matter. We'll just finish them quick. Huh? Are you going to fight Tune? Of course. This is all part of our... This way through the river. Yeah.
Wind, hear me. There is no escape.
Propagate! Spring forth! Scatter!
The scenery here is amazing! And also, Paimon wouldn't mind spending some time here every day either. I've yet to see anything strange. I do not plan to deny the power. His wife must be a really amazing person. Huh? Wait, where...
Oh, so you were waiting for me here? When the Dendro Archon said she wanted to come with me, I could hardly believe it. I'll bring Haidar once I'm more familiar with the way here.
Huh? What's wrong with him? There's nobody there.
Wait, Minar. Don't go that way. It's dangerous.
Uh-oh, he's gonna fall. Catch him! Whew. Luckily he didn't fall. But what was all that rambling about? He also looks like he's passed out. He's in the tree now. What he's... Oh, so he fell...
Minar. Where's Minar?
Oh, good!
What happened? Huh? Oh, right. The moment I reached the summit, I saw my wife, Minar. After I introduced her to you, And then she seemed to suddenly when I realized
That sounds pretty
I don't think.
Maybe we've affected the... Anyway,
I think I know what happened.
let's head back now.
Oh,
Nahida, what's up? We still don't... Oh, right! Come to think... Right. And not only... We need to understand there's no time... Stop standing there, Ilmon! Let's go!
Propagate! Oh, you're back already. How'd it go?
We have an emergency on our hands. Please notify everyone here that while they can...
What? All right, if that's the wish of the great Dendro. But could you at least tell me what happened? You all look so serious. I see. Don't worry. I'll be sure to notify all the event participants using the event registration.
Thank you. That would be very helpful.
Let me confirm if all of today's participants... Atta has already left. It seemed that he was on his... Has anyone seen Katya? Has she...
Oh, I think she already left. She's...
Oh, no. Can you tell us where she went?
Yes, she did briefly mention it. Somewhere near... Chatrakam Cave.
All right, thank you. Please help us tell the others not to do anything reckless.
Sure thing. Who would have known things would have turned out like this?
Look! She's sitting over there! It's surrounded! Come on, let's rescue her! Grow!
Scatter!
Illusion shattered! Let's get it on! You're dead meat! There is no escape! Go and flash! Shine down! Look alive! Hi!
Scatter!
She seems to be in the same condition as Ilman earlier. Yes, but luckily she hasn't been injured or jolted awake yet.
See you tomorrow, Professor Aisha. Huh? Why am I back here again? Dreaming? But what about Professor Aisha? Oh, I see. It was all just a dream. Well, that makes sense. After all, nearly 20 years and it still hasn't bloomed.
Does it have something to do with your dream?
Sorry. All right. Where to start? She was a good friend of my parents and my first real tutor, in addition to her extraordinary academic talents.
Oh, so you...
Yes. When I was about 10 years old, I grabbed hold of her and wouldn't let go. She hugged me, and we cried for some time until she still decided. She claimed that investigating, she had obtained some important...
Guess Ad asked...
She left a seed in the letter. She said she looked forward to seeing, but strangely, I even went to ask the...
May I have a look at...
Of course.
Let me see. Huh? She looks a little unwell. Hold on, we'll be right back. What's wrong, Nahida? You can't tell what's wrong with the plant either? No, I immediately understood what's happening with that plant. I'm just not sure if I should... This plant is not known to the academic world. It's a new species that our teacher managed to cultivate by some special means. Judging by its features, It can't be. It means that this Professor Aisha she keeps mentioning might have foreseen the danger and was prepared to never return. From my experience when forced to confront, I know she... Yeah, that's a it's all right. They're all kind. Let's go back and tell her.
Huh? But how is that possible? Are you saying she never intended to return?
But she meant well. Yeah. I guess she had hoped...
I see. The dreams are so beautiful. I really thought she had come back.
These dreams may not be as pure and beautiful. Yes. So it...
I see. Otherwise, I wouldn't have anything left to remember her by.
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. I saw her waver the moment it was almost like... It's because people have something called... Empathy? By the way, you said... Yes. And now, instead of interpreting it as a result of their longing, I have to consider a more intake. Yeah, this is exactly what we need to investigate. I have a bad feel. We're back. How's everything here?
I am so sorry, Great Dendro Archon. We're still trying to figure out how to explain the whole thing to because of your warning. But some of them have a moment of dream.
Just as I expected.
It's the Dendro Archon. She's back.
What happened? Why have we been gathered here?
Many of you here have been experiencing some beautiful dreams, but I'm sorry to tell you that based on our investigation, there's some kind of conspiracy behind. Before we learn the truth, please don't try to recreate the scenes in your dreams. Whatever you see, don't be tempted by them.
Huh? But...
I don't think it's a big deal. Aren't we just dreaming? It's not like dreams will have an effect on us.
We've already met 2 people who ran off to the countryside alone and got caught in dangerous situations by falling to the temptation. That's right! These aren't just dreams! It's serious!
All right, I get it.
so does that mean once we have some conclusive results from the investigation...
Yeah, I still want to visit my sister. I'm sorry if what I'm about to say sounds a little offensive. We had a discussion with the folk. They all seemed as if they were alive again, which...
Yes, that's also what we've...
So if the results of this investigation would mean an end to those dreams, all of us understand the danger, but... Perhaps you can't quite understand just how much those people mean to us. I don't think everyone will be on board with the plan to abandon these dreams for good. Before the conclusion of the investigation, they'll at least want to meet the people in their dreams one last time and say goodbye.
We've never had such a difficult situation before. It appeared...
So they still want to return to their dreams despite... That's right. The more time we waste, the more people will ignore our warnings and return to their alluring dreams. So, what should we... Since we have to go... Pedrush.
Let me...
Good. Please...
This lady refused to heed our warnings and fell asleep here a little earlier.
She's only a... Do we all... Don't worry about that now. Don't be nervous. Just close your eyes. You slowly wash over... What's wrong, Traveler? You look a little disoriented. Oh, okay. Just remember that Paimon is always... Anyway, seems like we've made it into the dream. Whoa. Theoretically... Anyway...
Terminate! Illusion shattered! Let's get it on! Ha! Shine down! Ha! Scatter! Barbados, guide us!
Propagate!
Buckle up! Ha! Ha! Kya! Ah! Ha! There is no escape! Ha! Ha! Hi! Ha! Go as planned! Ha! Ha! I swear by my sword!
Huh? A door? Wonder where it could lead. Well, it's not like we have any other way to go now. Let's go in and have a look. Hey, this place looks familiar. Isn't... Oh, Paimon sees Debbie. She's right over there. Looks like we've come...
These alluring dreams often portray us.
Really? But what about that space we were in just now? You can't mean... This is another collective dream?
Yes. Given compared to an
Oh.
If this space, anyway.
Huh. How do we do that?
Just leave it to me.
A coffee here. You two have traveled all...
I suppose so.
That's right. Anyway...
I see everything.
Well, I guess it...
Huh? I've confirmed that this dream belongs only to Debbie.
So, this...
Don't worry. I don't often use my powers like this. Alright. I need to get myself ready.
The Great Dendro Archon! What brings you...
I'm sorry to interrupt your celebration, but... Have you noticed that what's happening here doesn't...
I don't quite understand. Great Dendro...
I get it! The Dendro Archon is trying to say that it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that we're able to gather here.
Hey, how about a cup of coffee for all of you?
Memories? Oh...
Think carefully. Are you sure that meeting here and chatting the day away like this isn't just a product of your own...
Yes. The reports from the Steambird were true. And I never heard from
Hey, come on now!
Yeah, trust your memories. Nothing you see here is real.
I get it now. But since it's my dream, it doesn't matter if this is real or not. I enjoy the way things are here. These friends mean the world. There's nothing wrong with continuing this dream. Is there?
I'm worried that if you were to continue, these dreams will always give you what you...
Don't worry.
Are you sure?
Hey, how about we put all this troublesome stuff aside and get back to our coffee and snacks, Whether it's just a dream...
You can't just brush off something like this. We don't even know how you people got here or where you even came from. Sorry. Paimon didn't mean to upset anyone.
No, it's all right.
It seems that for now, but I wonder if there's...
Huh. Now that I'm not interested in checking...
Okay, thanks for your help. Just as I expected, we're only on the surface of this dream. Committed to memory.
Huh? Wait a second. We were just up there. No, down there? Did we go up?
Don't panic. We've left Debbie's dream, but this dream has the ability...
If it weren't for what we just saw...
I have a guess. The fact that the space we're in...
Oh, right!
That's right.
Right! So the answer's...
Yes. And
It looks like we may need to put something inside there.
Propagate!
Barely a scratch!
Fullest one!
Look alive! You asked for it.
share my knowledge. Grow earlier. Help! Ouchie!
Scatter!
Shine down!
Whoa! When it rains, it seems to disappear slowly.
Yes, and it appears again as soon as the rain stops. It's less like a flower, and more like a dangerous slime that's trying to keep out of sight.
Here we go again with Nahida's analogy. Huh? Are we back up here again? Wait. Paimon's confused. Are we up here or down there? Good thing we didn't fall.
Yes, we did. We just fell upwards.
That's not helping, Nahida! Paimon has no clue what's going on anymore. Wait, weren't we already here a little earlier?
This is probably Ilmon's dream.
Huh? Why would he start dreaming again?
Yes, but It seems that the danger isn't enough to stop.
Based on what we've learned so far, he must be sleeping more deeply for...
But fortunately, he already knows us from before, so hopefully we'll be able to wake him up.
Oh, it's you! Incredible! I didn't know you would appear in my dream, too.
Did you say dream? Wait, so you know this is a dream?
Of course. Such good things rarely happen to me in real life these days. Here, let me introduce everyone. This is Minar, my wife, who I mentioned before. And this is our daughter.
Hello. It's a great honor to meet the Dendro Archon.
Whoa, Dad! You know the Dendro Archon? That's amazing! And what's this? Is it a new toy?
No, it's Paimon, not a toy! Anyway, now's not the time for that! Nahida, this doesn't seem to act...
You're right. Let me think for a bit here.
Oh, right! We didn't see him in a moment of dreams earlier. Paimon thought he'd gone home.
Sorry. I just had to make sure that Haidar could get a chance to see her mother. I had gotten pretty familiar with the hike, so I brought Haidar with me. I'm just glad we didn't meet any monsters along the way.
Yes, I'm glad too. I didn't expect her to grow up so fast. It must have been very hard for him. I regret not being able to fulfill my role as a wife and a mother.
No, don't talk like that. Let's leave all that unhappy stuff behind for now. Even if we're in a dream, it's still a blessing that...
What should we do now? Should we...
You can let me break the news. I should be... I'm sorry, but I should tell you that your dream did not create us. We are real people with our own consciousness. Like the last time we met, we are still investigating this dream, and we've already learned some things about it.
So you mean there's something nefarious with this dream as well?
Ilmon, what?
It seems the reunion of our family is destined to only be temporary.
Huh? His mom? Maybe. But in all likelihood, that is indeed how things will end.
Oh. No, Mom, you can't leave!
I'm afraid I don't quite understand what's going on. Don't worry, Haidar.
Minar doesn't understand. I'm fully aware that... Never mind. I mean...
Yes.
Then please... Regardless of whatever caused this dream to come... But does this dream...
I'm afraid...
Okay. Please. Come this way. I have heard that the further down you go, the answer you're looking for.
Thank you for helping us.
You're welcome. I'll be right behind you. Otherwise, my daughter might be mad at her mother after we wake up.
We're not doing something bad, are we, Nahida?
That depends on how you define good and bad.
It's the same place again. This place is almost like a flight of stairs that connects all the dreams
But they appear to be getting more and more aggressive. Regular stairs wouldn't try to attack us.
Right. Something seems... Ilmon is clearly... Rather than dreaming...
I believe we're on the right track. It's not that the dreams... But you would never mistake dreams for real life, right?
Sometimes, but it's...
Listen, this also explains it, but if we decide to...
Oh, wait...
Your mind will begin to build the dream far more attentively, which in turn will make it feel more real. Do you remember how the Akasha can turn dreams into jnana energy? Constructing a realistic dream consumes a similar energy.
Does that mean there's a host of these dreams here? If we wake that person...
Mm-hmm. But the collective dream in Sumeru City was created, but this has nothing to do with the Aranara, and humans are not...
Huh? So, did someone manage to restart the Akasha?
That's impossible. But they are probably a scholar of the academia who had a close connection. Even so, how did they manage to do it? And how did they choose the host? Yeah, we haven't gotten to the end yet. Once we know their motive, all the questions will resolve themselves.
Scatter! Illusion shattered! Lots off! Barbados, guide us! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Sharing my knowledge. This may hurt a little.
Propagate!
Wind, hear me!
Rising stars, the Temple of Wisdom.
All the water that used to be here has turned into rain.
Then let's get through here before the water level rises.
We finally made it! The destination is right ahead! Wow! A new...
This should be the final destination.
Huh? Really? Yeah, these are just ordinary city streets.
I have powers related to dreams, so it's usually easy for me to tell whose dream. I guess only those who have thoroughly accepted.
There are so many people here.
Don't worry, I have a way.
Shadia has such good taste. What should I buy? Ooh, let me have a look.
I see everything!
Lisa's always so calm. I wish I were the same.
He's just in an ordinary dream, so it shouldn't be him. Everyone hold hands!
Sometimes I wish Rakesh could be more assertive, but I guess I'm also happy enough with the way things are.
No, it's not her, unfortunately. Hey!
Who doesn't want a dream to last forever?
He's just entered the dream recently. It's definitely not him. However... I see everything!
You know, I've heard that. And on that note, it's.
Sorry, I've been a little busy these last couple days. Oh, the Dendro Archon. What a pleasant...
Oh, welcome, I'm Amira. I run the flower shop here. And this is my husband, Moses.
Yes, how may we help you?
You already know all about me. There's no need for all the pleasantries. Perhaps I should call you the dream's owner?
As expected of the Dendro. I'm sorry, Amira. It seems my research... Why don't you go back to...
Okay, of course.
It appears that I was too naive to think I could, to avoid looking like too much of a fool, allow me to ask the first question. How well would you say you understand this dream?
This dream was built by the Akasha, and it has the power to create him. As for you, you've
given up the ability.
Please, tell me how you were able to arrive at such a conclusion. In return, I'll answer the question you're most curious about.
It's simple. Apart from you, this space only consists of real people who are dreaming, and imagine, although you are here and appear no different, how can I wake up a person who's already awake?
Fascinating.
Since you're the fully awake owner of this dream, it can never collapse from you waking. Theoretically, this should also give you apps, but even knowing all of that, one question remains.
Isn't the answer right in front of you, great Dendro Archon? It's because I uploaded my entire consciousness into the Akasha when it was still running. Actually, this all started because...
No. You were
That's right. However, human models, the Akasha is truly magnificent. If I siphoned a minuscule amount of its energy, nobody, even using just crude methods, I named my first work Amira.
Huh? You mean the girl we just saw?
She and I entered the academia on the same day, starting with admission procedures. And because of that one day, we eventually went on to fall in love. We studied. Our rhythm was always in step. I felt like we were two separate. However, Elazar later took her from me. Yes, I need more training samples to perfect Amira's personality. I found their details in the Akasha's database, using the pretext of testing for mental health disorder. This way I could connect them to a network, and to improve my efficiency and allow myself to focus on nothing.
So...
Yes, because the Akasha was suddenly turned off, I lost all of my jnana energy. I became imprisoned in the very network I had constructed. At first, I panicked. But after...
That means everyone in the network is providing you with new...
That's all there really is to it. I don't think I'm doing anything. I provide a beautiful dream. They can wake up anytime they...
I agree. This is the home we spent a great deal of effort on to build for ourselves.
Yeah, she's right. We're staying here of our own free will.
I don't understand this at all, but I just want to spend some more time with my family.
Thank you, dear. Great Dendro Archon.
You don't need to gather around here. It's all... The great Dendro Archon is nothing if not kind and considerate towards her people. She won't interfere with what we're doing.
Uh-oh. Now he's playing dirty.
It seems like I won't need you to answer my last question. You're willing to tell me all your secrets because you have nothing to fear. If you use real people as your weapon and turn them against their Archon, then there's nothing the Archon can do.
They just want to be with the people they cherish. I don't think there's anything wrong with me providing them with that opportunity. They don't wish to eternally part with their spouses and friends. What's so... If you understood humans a little better, or had also experienced firsthand the absolute devastation of loss, then perhaps you wouldn't be so cold towards us.
If you had used your talents and determination for a just cause, you could have become a sage of the new generation. Unfortunately, you've committed one of the 6 cardinal sins of the academia by attempting the forbidden and fearing not. You equated people's feet. You lured them.
Pain? Luring? Those kinds of things haven't existed here from the moment this world was created.
She's right here. This is Ilmon's child, Haidar.
Huh? My daughter? What's wrong with her?
This dream relies on a set network, which means that only those with devices planted in their bodies can enter this world. Carefully think back and retrace your steps.
I secretly went back to the mountainside with Haidar. Minar was already there waiting for me, and Haidar was able to see her mother. You mean she isn't actually the real Haidar?
No, because unlike you, she can't enter this dream. The moment you came into this dream, it created a Haidar to realize your wish of reuniting with your family. So, tell me, where's the
She's still out there on the mountainside.
That's right. And she must have been terrified to see her father not in his right mind. Not to mention the monsters in that area. The situation is
If Haidar's still out there, then...
What are you talking about, Dad?
I must wake up right now. I can't leave...
Oh.
It seems the others have also remembered something. People try to avoid pain and stay in their perceived bubbles of... However, it's because they have family. But in this dream, it's all just a
It seems like I've stayed in the dream for too long.
I still have so many things I haven't done.
Huh. I didn't expect you to arrive at the answer through sheer power of observation. If you wanted to spend a little time in the waking world, go right ahead. In any case, I wanted to spend some time alone with Amira. As long as this dream continues to exist, you'll come. Humans aren't as strong as you think, and it's time to
Monsters, be careful! All of you, please get out of here and find somewhere safe.
I am the master of this dream. I can create endless waves of monsters with the snap of a finger. Don't worry, don't wake up before they get hurt. Amira doesn't like to see others in pain. If you know what's good for you, leave now!
Scatter! Spring forth!
Make yourselves at home.
Illusion shattered!
Look alive!
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Propagate! Yeah!
Shine down!
Scatter!
Let's get it on!
Illusion shattered!
Sharing my knowledge.
Shine down! Illusion shattered!
Look alive!
Propagate!
Buckle up! Hi! Gloves off!
Shine down!
Go as planned!
Barbados! Madness!
Make yourselves at home.
Illusion shattered!
Committed to memory.
You haven't won just yet. This dream is mine! If I go into hiding here, not even an Archon can ever find me. And as long as people yearn for happiness, they will return here and rebuild this paradise!
Hey, stop! What's that? The stream is spiraling out of control and is collapsing now.
Oh no. Amira! 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 Are you all right?
I don't feel well.
No, no, no! Please, no!
Get away from there! Don't ruin my flowers!
What should I do? Where did he go?
He left because he doesn't want you anymore.
Torn to oblivion!
Just shut up!
Just decide for yourself. You're dead meat!
Who am I? I'm not Amira.
Glad that's over. What happened just now?
He's not very proficient in all the people he created. It's terrible.
Even Paimon's freaked out.
The good news is that the chaos seems to have subsided. Now we only need to wait.
Amira. They're all gone. I couldn't change my fate. And my knowledge.
Do you still think this is...
I don't care about the jnana energy used to sustain this dream has all been transformed into monsters. This dream let me disappear with Amira.
It seems that everything that's happened is too much for him. He's lost all hope.
I think seeing Amira turn into a monster was punishment enough for him. After comprehending the hollowness of the
Existence?
Using my knowledge of the Akasha, I have a way to extract your consciousness from here and put it inside a knowledge capsule. The academia has probably...
No need.
This isn't compassion. As for your life after... Alright, Traveler and Paimon, we can finally wrap up this whole thing.
What's wrong, Nahida?
Oh, nothing. Let's tell the people here to gather at a moment of dreams after they wake up.
Oh, great. Everybody has started to wake up, and we've heard from the looks of it.
Yes, though it took us a good deal of... There will be many people gathering here shortly, so please do your best to maintain order. I need to go to the academia with...
Are we going to ask about that scholar?
Yes, but it may take some time for him to wake up after his consciousness returns to his body. We can leave the rest to the mantra.
Oh, it's the great Dendro Archon. How can I help you?
I would like to check the registration records of a Kasharawar scholar. He should be in an unconscious state right now.
Okay, just a moment. Sorry to keep you waiting, Dendro Archon. We have confirmed that there's a scholar named Beinuni who's been unconscious for a while. The cause was improper operation of the Akasha. He hasn't regained consciousness yet.
Huh? Isn't his name Moses?
I guess he didn't want to be recognized or bothered by anyone. Please, give the knowledge stored in this to the Matra and ask them to import it into Beinuni's brain.
Understood.
It's simple. This contains his consciousness. It's long been trapped inside of a... He's committed an act that affected the safety of...
I see.
Alright. Everyone should have gathered at a moment...
Let's be quiet and just listen in. I wonder what she's going to say.
Hello, all of you who have just woken up. I'm sorry for interrupting your beautiful dreams. I may have acted a little cold when handling things in the dream. I sincerely apologize for that. Dreams have amazing power. They inspire us. The dreams, as I've said before, I'm still learning. But just take a good look around you, and you'll see men. You should be proud that you've been able to gather here. The path of light. What's the meaning? Of course, whenever you have such thoughts, some people work hard all day so that their some people travel all over. Some venture in search of the world's secrets to prevent. Life is not just. Look, therefore, once you begin your journey. But if you were to believe, you are free to choose how you want to live your lives. But as your Archon, I should first make this information known to everyone. In the end, it's up to you whether you...
Nahida said she wanted to speak with us alone. It seems like she went to the plaza in front of the academia.
Well, that dream was but as long as he can still wake... Huh? What makes you say that?
Right! You said that you didn't understand. Your speech just...
Thank you. I've heard you can't say that's why I could understand, but all of my I don't think this 1% can be...
You're too hard on yourself, that's for sure.
Alright. I've learned that the most Beinuni, the moment I entered the dream, I felt like I was wrapped in a... It was so warm that it felt like But when I opened my eyes, the feeling was gone. If I have to admit that now that I've experienced this dream, it's enough that I can tell I was once supported by that warmth. And if I dwell too much on its exact nature, I would be putting the cart before... I gave a speech to inspire my people. So if I were to fail to live up to those words myself, then that would be too embarrassing.
Hey, what's with this?
You keep looking like there's something you want to say. Is there anything you want to tell me? Since we just woke up, a new day...
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
How can you be so much like
Huh. Actually, while I was sedated.
Must have been Rise.
Yeah,
I really. So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn?
Yeah,
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations? Yeah,
Nobody else is.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself three Firstly, why was Fremine affected?
Woo!
That's Arlini. Secondly, I spent quite a long time thinking about this. What's more, as long as the fortress, if I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working.
You're super.
If Risley does have a, that can't be. I don't have enough info.
I can't.
Let's see.
Could Risley have wanted to meet Father to If you remember, I want.
Or perhaps he didn't know, and.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand the two of you have If you ever need anything else, though you may not share this, you have my.
Thank you for protecting.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Given your strength.
Aw, the Paimon's hungry.
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
All right, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Hey, everyone.
Ah, Granny. You're back.
So, no good news for me then?
You saw right through me.
I figured.
Leela's condition is still stable, but we're...
Well, luckily, I made some progress on my end. On one occasion, they some...
Is this really all I'll need, Mr. Kokachu?
Based on my study. Now, for it.
Is it...
You're the spirit...
Alright, but... people like me obviously...
You think I'm looking for a reward? Oh.
What? What's written?
Just a friendly guy.
What? So some
Hypersensitization therapy, huh? What a novel
Not on Leela by the looks of things.
It's anything but novel. Our tribe used to offer it as a treatment once upon a time. But it was so fraught with risks and had such an abysmal success rate that it was eventually outlawed. As for this Kokachu fellow, I'm sure he has his own agenda. He conveniently disappeared right after Leela got into this mess. Leela's parents gave me the address of the camp, so I went and checked it out. There were clear traces of spiritual energy. And also, look what I found.
What's this?
A broken shard. Probably you feel that. Leela must have used this as his medium.
Wait, there's something else. It feels so familiar.
Connected how?
No, more like...
Okay, that's it.
Cool, same as last time? The Traveler can use the Spirit Loom.
Nope. Auroron.
Why?
It's a safety measure. You have a better understanding of the spirit domain than the Traveler. If this really is a Sanhaj relic, you'll...
Ah, see, Paimon? Told you Granny has a soft spot for the Traveler. Look at her not wanting to put him in danger. Meanwhile, I'm just a grandkid, so I'm expendable.
Hey, what are you blabbing on about?
Sorry, Granny. I'm ready now.
Then let us begin.
Alright, what's on the scroll this time?
Hey, don't you think one of the
You're right! It seems...
I saw a bow just like...
Yes, it's...
Good old Sanhaj.
Now that's a truly...
I still think there's...
Well?
Okay. I don't know if he'd have anything to gain by doing that. Even if they're Sanhaj relics, I still doubt he'd have much use for a broken bow.
Also, why use a spirit duffer in that case?
Huh? Leela's body is responding!
Let me take a look. I can sense a spirit being drawn to the
Looks like Granny's plan is working. Leela's...
In that case, let me try again. This time using both Leela's body and the shard as mediums.
You can do it, Granny. I'm ready to go too.
You got the itch too, huh?
Plus, Auroron went last time. It's only fair to take it in...
Fine by me. We know...
All right, if you insist. Be my guest. Just let me know when you're ready. You ready? All right.
Appeared.
A map?
Could it be the Mare
Javari?
The Mare Javari was reduced to a desolate wasteland after that big battle. Or rather, it became known as the Mare Javari after what happened there. The ashes of that place is full of untold dangers, and that lasted up until around 20 or 30 years ago, when strange things started happening. People started speaking of an enormous dark creature the size of a mountain, and then, shortly after that, the whole region just completely disappeared. Nobody knows how, but that infamously—
What?
I know, right? Anyway, if I'm not mistaken, the place indicated on this map is where it used to be at the westernmost— Anyway, this is what age does to you. The older you—
That's just an excuse. Great.
Hold on a second. There's a spirit approaching the shard and the woven scroll.
Oh, Leela's body is responding again!
Quite a strong reaction this time.
I sense it too. There's a soul nearby. Almost a complete one.
This is creeping Paimon out!
Seems like the plan is working.
So,
Not today. I need to borrow a ceremonial, but don't worry. Now that— Greetings again, everyone.
See, Lily, you're here.
I got the ceremony. You haven't forgotten—
Of course not!
And I've prepared—
Good work, kiddo. Then without further ado, let's get started. I give offerings from the mystic smoke, the gift of stars on a moonless night. Glory be to the ruler of death. Fade, fade, fade.
Whoa! Is this one of her magic—
Keep your voice down.
We, the children of I am Seedlali, hear my command. I am the—
Oh, look! Leela's spirit is back. It's coming towards his body.
I shall pierce the cloak of night with flints. Leela, obey my command and return to the land where the sun shines.
Did it work?
Huh? Where am I? And who are you? Whoa! Granny Eatsley! I mean, High Priestess Seedlali! Please have mercy!
Aw, guilty conscience, huh? So, you know full well what you've done. Do you have any idea how close you were to never making it back?
I'm sorry, I messed up.
Oh, you sure. Goodbye, Mom and Dad. I've realized I enjoy life as an empty shell.
No, please. Please don't. I'm begging you. I'll never do this.
Don't thank me. Thank my grandson. If he hadn't sensed something was amiss,
You're more than welcome, Leela. And don't mind. Besides, someone tricked—
No, Mr. Koka—
Huh?
Well, I mean, he suggested the method of using a powerful spirit I'm sorry. I'm the one to blame.
The brainwashing is strong with this one.
So did Kokuchu provide the
He did. He said it was a treasure related to the Mare Javari.
Right, so that proves it. He was using you. He coaxed you into doing the clairvoyance for him.
But I'm a spirit duffer who can't cast a single spell. What use would I be to him? Guys like me couldn't sense a spirit, but Mr. Koka—
Still, Brute—
I know, I'm sorry. It's just—
I totally understand how you feel, Leela. Some seeds effortlessly grow into beautiful cabbages, while who knows why this is the way things are. Maybe that's just life. I know saying this—
Let's pause this discussion for now.
Okay, looking good. It seems like this guy got...
That's relief.
What a horrifying...
Well, maybe you don't know me, but I've heard all the same goes for High Priestess Liyue.
Huh?
This might sound corny, but you're exactly the kind of people I've always dreamed of becoming. But it's clear to me now. Honestly, why'd I have to be born a spirit duffer? Nah, it's alright. Auroron, I think you're right. It's it's okay. There's no need...
Hey, you little rascal.
Huh? What's wrong?
I said, look at me.
Granny, what are you talking about?
What do you think, Traveler? Another case of happy to help
Hold on. I think... either my mind's playing tricks on me, or... her entire body is an illusion. No, it must just be my
Wait, I know this trick. It's the same one I used a while back.
You see? You can perceive...
Really?
But where are you going, Granny?
Where do you think? I'm going fishing, you dummy. Someone triggered the trap I set in the cave. Looks like our friend Kokochu took the...
What?
Sorry, can't talk now. You'll find me in the cave. believe it. He got away. This is terrible. Why'd I have to go and act so cocky about it? This Kokochu must...
Say, Lolly, did you get him?
Given that she's the only person here, I'm guessing no.
I thought I'd let him go, but I left a mark on him.
Oh, so Gran...
So just... But how did you know Kokochu would come?
Because I plant... And sure enough, my...
So you really did some...
Of course.
See?
So, Mr. Kokochu...
That's right. The moment I can... He was counting on...
Oh, so he was...
Yep.
I'm sorry. But...
The...
Either way, Kokochu played us like a fiddle.
You could say that again. Imagine... Although, actually... See, Lolly, what?
Was it my fault for... I went looking for somewhere with a wealth of spirit...
Matt, see?
Yeah, he's napping right behind that wall. I do have some good...
That's great! So we left...
yes, sort.
Yeah, that's kind of work.
Don't worry. Also, Lila...
Absolutely. That's completely fine. The Traveler deserves it.
None of us are interested in them. And if there's any chance of them leading you to the marriage of our... Granny Eatsley has a sense for these things.
So, Granny Eatsley?
What kind of a dumb question is... Auroron, give this guy some lesson. Lila, put in the work, and we'll see how far you...
Amazing. I'm so happy for you.
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals now being served in the coupon cabinet.
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well.
Traveler and Paimon, over here.
Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijuin?
Mm-hmm. And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well.
Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like.
Me too! Don't forget...
No problem. Just leave it to me.
So delicious. Paimon's so happy. Paimon wants...
Feeling full yet? How's the...
Delicious.
I'm so glad...
Sijuin, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if...
You're really good at taking care of people.
Really?
Oh, and what did you...
Oh, that. I just asked. Thankfully, Gloran, although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guard... Oh, and I was keeping an...
You were all super considerate and really thought everything...
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this is... Oh, I really wish Miss... Get a good night's rest.
Cloran!
It's you two.
How's dinner?
It's all right. Miss Sijuin really put in a lot of effort.
So we heard that Brysley invited you...
Oh, it was child's play.
Still, Paimon didn't know... Oh, and why...
Miss Sijuin was... Yeah,
First time in a long time.
in the past. You seem to be enjoying yourselves here. Things will be getting messy at the fortress soon.
So much has happened. Paimon's super... Delicious. Paimon...
Out of my way! Get out of my way! What happened? Why is everyone No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey, what's wrong with these people? They won't.
They're here! Yeah, there you are! Oh, thank goodness!
Quisto and Laveroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace's Laveroon was saying you two—
Wait, weren't you the one who brought—
Hey, shut—
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come— Yeah, he said to get us far—
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where you go?
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without us!
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
You're just in time. But be ready to run. Three, 2, 1.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense. The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Neuvillette, why are you here?
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there. You must protect Farina, and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her. Will do. You have...
Look, there are a ton of Fatilian Palais Mermoni.
Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Neuvillette has left instructions. Please, though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a...
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Of course, of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this?
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time. See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in dessert. I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
Oh, so you're all against ordinary people, my
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You...
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Child is still alive.
Oh, and just how do you know that?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Meripede.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Well...
The Fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the wave. Ah, that is good news at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was... Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were...
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the...
Hold on. The water in the teak...
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come.
Huh? I don't...
Have we entered into the...
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe. This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
All right. Seems like the problem.
Let me guess. We're safe.
Indeed.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now?
So what gift must the loser give?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness.
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside.
I was under the impression...
That was... Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a...
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly.
I must say, we miss Farina.
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Yet, here you are, relaxing, the prophecies hanging above our necks like a geek, but you?
You're wrong.
I am not alone in my oh, great Hydro Archon.
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if Fontaine will be...
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what...
My machinic...
I see. As a god, allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the Oh, that... Then allow me to jog your memory. And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnity...
The Oratrice?
So you also have no idea. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close... But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon? Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Nouvillette is not at the table.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side. Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone. Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the... You too.
Thank you. Oh, Paimon's...
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. It is getting late.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before I must be on my way.
Paimon's coming too!
The tea party turned...
Why are you looking at me like that? Is something the matter? If there's nothing...
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
That's what Paimon got!
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude. That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Linny.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Farina? You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine.
And that's everything that happened during the trial.
Didn't he say he was... Forget it. I will be meeting...
Do you require help with it?
No need. I need to meet with...
Oh? Come over here, you little critter, you! You dare to run from me? Stop right this...
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. Anything left unguarded is usually just... It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. In fact, this Archon doesn't...
Who are you? And what are you trying to do?
The fear in her pupils is genuine. I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking. Not long after. There's no doubt that I have to find the Gnosis.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Wriothesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities. Set up a meeting for me. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappeared. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to invest... You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you. It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either. I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Iudex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon. Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize, don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. Ultimately, though, you don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Neuvillette, is it
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial... So as expected, permission granted.
Whoa. It can't be that you're... You can't...
If by the phrase, you guy, I believe so. The fortress has a... And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us.
Huh? Why is it...
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking? The dragon of... Huh?
Please do not be so surprised.
Neuvillette! Neuvillette, are you listening?
My apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not a...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it as... There's still...
Please.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater...
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of...
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would
Oh.
I still have some urge.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go to. We'll see you another time.
Take care.
Now guess.
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler.
Looks like you're recovering nicely from an...
Thanks. Oh, right.
Whoa, how did...
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the knave.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
She said a few things that were...
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers...
Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lenny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
God. That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
For real? Then Paimon...
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. Well, next time.
Traveler! Are you still doing all right? We're fine. A few people sustained... Of course. We must... Oh, how did Nervalet know that... Miss sure, Nervalet. I ran into the bomb shelf. If you're not too... Just let me know if you get a... I'd like to take the opportunity to...
You guys are back?
You guys didn't get caught.
And here I thought...
All right, there's no...
Hey, it wasn't just me.
Something like that. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen whenever he'd say that.
Hey, there's nothing...
These two. They sure are a lot...
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be...
Jurier?
Yeah, I would.
That's no excuse for... Huh?
Junior, Lurvine, we're...
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently.
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people.
I mean, the infirmary does make it...
Oh, yeah? Then...
You two really are just using your...
Not at all!
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing.
We're fine, for the most part.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go. He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss
He sure sounds super busy.
Cloran has left as well. She...
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Nervalette got the milkshake. Cloran...
Those aren't even remotely...
Well, it's Nervalette's... Oh, and I have some gifts here.
Are these from...
Nope, they're from yours. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress.
For real? Then we could stay...
You may access the... Just remember to come...
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners, though, so it really doesn't feel the same. Sure feels... Huh? How did you know? Hey, it's like... There are so many bad things in the world. You're counting Paimon today? Then let's ask Catherine. The last time we fell asleep... We should be safe now. All right, then. Good night to you, Traveler.